Hi, I'm Pantazi. I wanted to talk to you about something special that's coming up. We're going to be depicting one of the targets out of Article 21 of the Bubishi. Now, first of all, let's give a shout out to Hanshi Patrick McCarthy for his great book on the Bubishi, or his translation of the Bubishi and his added histories. All right, if we look in this version, okay, this is the most recent version. Okay, if we look on page 240, we see what's called the Delayed Death Touch 12-Hour Diagrams, Article 21. The one that we're going to be covering tomorrow is the Ratsichen. And this is a target that's depicted in the Bubishi that's been like sort of scoffed at by many a pundit for a long period of time. The scoffing they do is at the delayed death touch, or the mystical, magical, and theoretical pressure points, okay? Well, we're here to discuss these, and we're putting it into the martial arts in a living Bubishi type of an idea. And I'm going to be joined on Friday by Dr. Jacob McClintock, who's an emergency room surgeon and physician. And he's going to be helping us to understand the Ratsichen. Okay, and this is going to be a very in-depth discussion of why and how you can really, I hate to say this for YouTube, but kill a person. Okay, it's a very lethal target. Okay, and we're going to go into the explanation of the delay and why it would cause a delayed death. And for the Ratsichen, it says, let's see here, death in 1 day. Okay, and he's going to explain the intricacies of in a medical aspect, and I'm just going to be correlating it with some discussion of the martial aspect and what we've done over the years experimenting with the blood work. Now, please remember that the techniques that we release today have been worked on for 10 years. Anyway, let's go back into a discussion here. He talks about a form that I broke down several years ago. It's on the Platinum subscription, as well as the full interview with Dr. Jacob McClintock. We're only going to give you a snippet on Friday on YouTube for free. Sorry, okay, but this is a subject that I really don't want publicly released. This is more closed-door Kyusho, and it will be specifically designed for our premium members, of course. And that's because it's a little dangerous, let's say, okay? Now, you've seen in my videotapes over the years that I've depicted the blood attacks, okay? I did it in many different martial arts katas, from Seiyuchin most recently, Rokushu before. I've done it in Wing Chun. I've done it in Nahanchi. I've done it in most of the popular katas, or the most profound katas. It's in Sanshin. It's in them all. Okay, and there's one great depiction, as a matter of fact, and I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to give you a little teaser for what's coming up tomorrow. You have in a form called Rokushu, a movement that comes back with the blood pool hand up by your neck, and then it strikes down low, it strikes up high, it comes out 1, 2 in an action. But it's not so much the action you see of the blood pool hand coming out, it's the preparation. And that's why when we go into katas, we got to look at the preparation. The preparation is the mapping that's depicting what you're attacking with that thrusting blood pool hand, and the reason it's called blood pool hand. All right, these are very intricate and very detailed keys that are released in the Bubishi, in this case in Article 21. All right, so when you start taking the Bubishi and you look at it with the keys that I've been presenting over the past year and a half or two, okay, and go back to the targets that I've been exposing for 30 years, all right, and you get into the deeper anatomical structures, you're going to see that everything they wrote in that Bubishi is based on something they probably did on the battlefield or observed on the battlefield, okay, and how long it took the person to die when they succumbed to some trauma in these targeted areas. Kyusho is not fictitious. It's not BS. It's real. We got to get our heads out of our butts in modern traditional karate to accept that these are real, and how it translates back to our styles in martial arts. Because let's face it, the people that invented these martial arts didn't invent them to look pretty and to be a sport. They invented them to save themselves, their villages, from attack, from predators or robbers, so to speak, or ransackers. They did it in their military to prove a more efficient and better soldier on the battlefield, to conquer the enemies a lot sooner and a lot quicker in a decisive battle. So this is what the Bubishi is depicting. It is a military manual. So these are military or martial techniques, okay? It's not the sport that we're practicing today, all right? It's not learning how to twist your hip or turn the fist just so you look good for the judges and for the instructors. This is the targeting, and this is the mapping of these targets, and how to attack them. That's the important part. It was depicted in the Bubishi many hundreds of years ago, or whenever that book was created, and whoever created it, for a specific purpose. Our job as modern martial artists, traditional martial artists, and people that are supposed to be passing the torch of real karate, okay, and real martial arts on to our students, so it can perpetuate over time, refine over time, become more efficient over time. Okay, that's what we're supposed to be doing as professional martial artists, if you happen to be one. If you're an avid student, you're not going to be told this by your average instructor. You either have to seek out an instructor that knows this, or do your own self-study. And that's my job, is to help you with your self-study if your instructor is not going to help you understand it themselves. Okay, so again, this is just a precursor for tomorrow's video. You'll see this on the 27th of December 2018. Tomorrow there'll be another snippet. It's a 10-minute snippet, as this is almost 8 minutes itself. It's going to be a 10-minute snippet from the actual discussion with Dr. Jacob McClintock on Rokushu, the Sichin of the rat, okay, and the attacks in the Article 21 of the Bubishi. Thanks for watching.